Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we will be doing the requested quiz. Now, instead of doing a Christmas quiz, like just a full-on quiz all about Christmas, I thought we would do a general knowledge quiz with a Christmas round. I think that's better, seeing as though we've already had facts and everything about Christmas. Then some of you will probably know most of the answers. So, in this quiz, there is 25 questions altogether. So there's 5 rounds with 5 questions each. So we've got a music round, a TV and movies round, a food round, what else? A sports round, and then finally the Christmas round. And whatever you get out of 25, let me know in the comments and let everyone know how well you did. Even if you think you didn't do so well, I'm sure you did. Well, without further ado, let's crack on. So, the first round is music. And again, I apologise, but you might hear my dog in the background. Okay. So, music. Question 1. Who sings Wrecking Ball? And we will come to the answers at the end of each round. So who sings Wrecking Ball? Wrecking Ball, Wrecking Ball, Wrecking Ball, Wrecking Ball. Who sings Wrecking Ball? Okay. Question 2. Which country are the band ABBA from? Which country are the band ABBA from? ABBA, 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 ABBA. Okay. Question 3. Stevie Nicks is a member of which 1970s rock band? Stevie Nicks is a member of which 1970s rock band? Okay. Question 4. Who was the very first American Idol winner? Who was the very first American Idol winner? Question 5. Who sings Man, I Feel Like a Woman? Who sings Man, I Feel Like a Woman? I hope I'm not going too fast for you. So, the answers to the music round. Question number 1. Who sings Wrecking Ball? The answer is Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. Question 2. Which country is ABBA from? The answer is Sweden. Sweden. Question 3. Stevie Nicks is a member of which 1970s rock band? The answer is Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood, Mac. Question 4 was, who was the very first American Idol winner? And that was Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson. And the final question for the music round was, who sings Man, I Feel Like a Woman? The answer was Shania Twain. The next round is TV and movies. So, question 1. What colour were the pills that Neo had to choose from in The Matrix? What colour were the pills that Neo had to choose from in The Matrix? Question 2. What year was the first Toy Story released in cinemas? What year was the first Toy Story released in cinemas? Question 3. How many films are there in the Twilight Saga? How many films are there in the Twilight Saga? Twilight. Fun fact, Twilight is my favourite film of all time. Question 4. What was Ross's pet monkey called in the TV programme Friends? What was Ross's pet monkey called in the TV programme Friends? Question 5. What subject does Walter White teach in Breaking Bad? What subject does Walter White teach in Breaking Bad? I've never seen Breaking Bad before, so this was new to me. Okay, so the answers to the TV movies subject is question 1. What colour were the pills Neo had to choose from in The Matrix? It was red and blue. The colours were red and blue. Question 2 was, what year was the first Toy Story released in cinemas? The answer, 1995. 1995. Okay. Question 3 was, how many films are there in the Twilight Saga? The answer is 5. 5. Bonus point if you can name them all. I've just realised as well, it looks like I'm in a florist behind me with the Christmas tree and the plant and the plants and the flower. what can I say? I like plants. Okay. Question 4 was, what was Ross's pet monkey called in the TV programme Friends? The answer is Marcel. And question 5 was, what subject does Walter White teach in Breaking Bad? The answer is chemistry. I suppose you get a point if you say science as well, but it is chemistry, really. The third subject of the general knowledge quiz is food. So, question 1 for food is, if you were making a cheesecake, what type of cheese would you use? If you were making a cheesecake, what type of cheese would you use? It could be any cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake, vanilla cheesecake, any. Okay. Question 2. What type of food is a pumpernickel? What type of food is a pumpernickel? I am learning a lot of new things from this quiz as well. Okay. Question 3. What is the national dish of Hungary? What is the national dish of Hungary? I am going to Hungary in a month. Going to Budapest for the first time. So I'm excited for that. I will try the national dish when I'm there. Okay. What animal can be found on the Toblerone logo? That was question 4. What animal can be found on the Toblerone logo? Toblerone chocolate logo. And question 5 for the food subject. Should say category for the food category. Is which fast food franchise has the second largest number of restaurants in the world after McDonald's? So that was, which fast food franchise has the second largest amount of restaurants in the world after McDonald's? This surprised me actually. The answer surprised me. I wouldn't have guessed this. Are you ready? So, question 1 was, if you were making a cheesecake, what type of cheese would you use? The answer is cream cheese. Cream cheese. Question 2 was, what type of food is a pumpernickel? And the answer is bread. Question 3 was, what is the national dish of Hungary? The answer is goulash. Question 4 was, what type of animal can be found on the Toblerone logo? The answer is a bear. And finally, for this category, Question 5. Which fast food franchise has the second largest number of restaurants in the world after McDonald's? And the answer is Subway. Subway is the answer. See, I wouldn't have thought it was Subway. I would have thought maybe Pizza Hut, if that's classed as fast food, but I don't think it is. I don't think that is classed as fast food, but I wouldn't have thought Subway. Fast food, I would have maybe thought Burger King. Because you get them in a lot of airports. I've never seen a Subway in an airport, so I would have thought Burger King, but alas, it is not. The answer is Subway. Okay, turn the page over. So, the next category is sports. Question 1. Which female tennis player has won the highest number of Grand Slams? Which female tennis player has won the highest number of Grand Slams? Question 2. In which sport do teams compete in to win the Stanley Cup? In which sport do teams compete in to win the Stanley Cup? Question 3. What does WWE stand for? What does WWE stand for? WWE. What does WWE stand for? Question 4. The Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox play which sport? The Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox play which sport? Question 5. Which footballer or soccer player has scored the most goals in World Cup history? Which football player or soccer player has scored the most goals in World Cup history? Okay, so question 1 for the sports category was, which female tennis player has won the highest number of Grand Slams? The answer is Margaret Court. Margaret Court. Number 2. In which sport do teams compete in to win the Stanley Cup? The answer is ice hockey. Or you could have said NHL as well. So ice hockey or NHL. Question 3 was, what does WWE stand for? And the answer is World Wrestling Entertainment. Question 4 was the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox play which sport? And it is baseball. And finally, question 5 was which footballer or soccer player which footballer or soccer player has scored the most goals in the World Cup history? And the answer is, excuse my pronunciation, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, is Miroslav Klose. Miroslav Klose, who is a German football player. By the way, I've got all these questions and answers off Google, so if the answers are wrong, blame Google. Okay. And finally, the Christmas round. Yay! Okay. So, question 1 for the Christmas round is, which famous actor voiced 6 characters in the film The Polar Express? Which famous actor voiced 6 characters in the film The Polar Express? A very good Christmas film indeed. Question 2. What Christmas decorations was originally made from strands of silver? What Christmas decorations were originally made of strands of silver? There might be a clue in this video somewhere. I think I'm missing a few baubles actually. It's looking pretty bare. Okay, number 3. What Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? What Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? I've never had this actually. It's not something I've wanted to try. Okay. Question 4. What does knoll mean in Latin? What does knoll mean in Latin? That's N-O-E-L. Knoll. And the final question, question 5. How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish? How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish? And a clue is, it's a famous Christmas song as well. Okay. Are we ready for the last answers? So, the first question for the Christmas category was, Which famous actor voiced 6 characters in the film The Polar Express? The answer is Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks. Question 2 was, which Christmas decoration was originally made from strands of silver? The answer is tinsel. Tinsel, 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 tinsel. Question 3 was, what Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? And the answer is eggnog. Eggnog. Never taken my fancy. Question 4 was, what does knoll mean in Latin? The answer is apparently birth. A birth. And the last and final question of the quiz was, how do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish? And the answer is Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. So that's it. That's all the questions. How many did you get out of 25? In all honesty, I tried to make it as fair as I could. Like, kind of easy-ish. I wouldn't have probably got all 25, I'm not gonna lie. So don't be, disheartened if you didn't. It's all fun and games. But yeah, that was it. That was the quiz, the first quiz I've ever done. But quizzes have been requested a few times because they are quite a popular video, and I love watching quizzes, especially ASMR quizzes. But yeah, that's it. I hope you did well in the quiz, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.